Hey guys, it's Ray. Welcome to this Cactus phone case DIY. For this one, I'm going to be using this really old and used phone case. As you can see, the paint on the edges is kind of like almost gone, but that doesn't really matter because we're going to be covering this anyways. I'm going to be using as well this foam paper. The first thing that I'm going to be doing is mark the shape of my phone case with this mechanical pencil on the foamy paper. I'm going to be marking the whole thing, including like the hole for the camera. Once I've done that, I'm just going to be working on like the shape of the cactus itself. I'm choosing to work with the images online that I like searched. You know, that inspired me to create this shape. Feel free to just follow this shape that I'm doing here. Or if you want a different shape, just go ahead and look for something online. And then I'm going to be cutting the whole thing. As you can see, I have like marks of something else all over the place, and it's because I went back and forth with things that I wanted for my shape to be like, so just ignore those sketches. And this is how I'm going to be cutting the gap for the camera and all that stuff. Just be careful because it's a small area and you can easily cut yourself. Once I have like the base of this, I'm just going to be painting this with my green acrylic paint and my brush. Giving this whole thing, I gave it 3 coats. And then I'm just going to wait for that to dry. Once that's done, I'm going to be taking a good old Sharpie, black Sharpie, and I'm just going to mark 3 lines. And I'm just going to be doing the same for the sides. If you make any mistake with the Sharpie though, you can fix it. You just have to work fast before like the whole thing settles. Just use some nail polish remover and a Q-tip and just remove that. And then just go back with the Sharpie and just arrange it as you want it to be. Now I'm going to be taking this yellow acrylic paint and this dotting tool. I do have the DIY for this one if you want to check it out. And I'm just going to be, adding a bunch of like dots all over the place, resembling the pointy parts. You can use gold if you wanted to like be shinier, but I just went with this. As far as the phone case itself, because you're going to be able to see the phone case like underneath, I'm just going to be painting just the edges with my green acrylic paint and just like the front part, anything that is going to be visible. And I'm going to be letting this dry on top of like a bottle of paint. Once we have done that, we are going to be gluing these 2 pieces together. I'm using Mod Podge here and a brush, and I'm just going to be covering the whole thing with Mod Podge and then the figure on top. And I'm using this instead of like say hot glue gun. It's because I feel like if I hot glue gun this, it's going to last like 1 day. Hot glue gun is not the best option. So yeah, I'm just going to be placing that on top, and I'm just going to let this dry. And as you can see, I forgot to paint those white parts. I'm just going to be painting them after this. Before, I'm going to be using this Sculpey like gloss and a brush, and I'm just going to be covering the whole thing, and then the edges of like my phone and the back of my cactus, the things that I forgot to paint. And I'm just going to be adding a few coats because I want this to be nice and shiny, and just to protect the sign and make the foam paper a bit harder. And yeah, this is the idea that I wanted to give a try and share. I really like this design. I think it's so much fun to look at and to make. Not the most practical one because of the arms of those things, but almost all of us have our phones in our hands anyways 24/7. So yeah, it's a fun design to try. And yeah, getting ready for summer. Although with this weather, it feels like it's summer like already here. So yeah, I really hope you like it. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe and share for more stuff. I upload weekly, and click on the bell. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you later and take care. Bye guys!